Hey, how's it going, guys? And some not so good news in the world of Marvel. Marvel right now is reeling really bad. Uh, it's not looking good for Captain America, Brave New World. When I saw that movie and I did the review, I told you guys that I liked it. I really did. But I also told you that I absolutely felt that there's so much they left off of the table. And evidently, everybody thought the same way. From other reviewers to just the fan base. The response has been overwhelming because, Marvel expected to do maybe a little over 120 million in their opening weekend. They're barely past 88 million. And compared to the previous Marvel flops, now I'm not going to call it a flop yet. Give it a week and a half, 2 weeks, 3 weeks to see where they are. But it's not looking good because you see the list right here. Yeah, they were all flops, So it's not really looking good. And a huge part of it is, people talking about when they saw this movie. Everybody noticed exactly what I noticed. Even though I really felt like it was a decent movie compared to all the garbage we had seen recently from movies like the Marvels, and movies in DC like The Flash and Black Adam, all these movies that we've seen over the last 2 to 3 years that have been really bad. I honestly enjoyed the movie, but I also came out of that movie theater going, there was so much, because we knew they had like a year and a half of reshoots. And then to end up with the product that they gave us, and I said that this movie had to be edited, I don't even know how many different times. The fan base, everybody felt it, and you can't blame the fan base because people know. I remember watching Batman versus Superman, which is one of my favorite DC movies ever, and I remember watching it, and even though it was very successful, you still had people coming out of it going, I think there's something missing. And then we got the extended cut and then realized, oh, okay, because there's certain scenes in that movie where we were like, we're missing something. And then once we saw the extended cut of that Batman versus Superman, we knew that we were right. Same thing when we watched the first Justice League movie that Josh Whedon butchered, right? That movie, we instantly knew. If you had watched Man of Steel and Batman vs. Superman and you knew the kind of vision Zack Snyder had, you instantly knew from like the first scene, seeing Superman with a CGI mustache cut off, this was not that movie that we were waiting for. Because you even remember that they even had trailers that they used from Zack Snyder's original movie. And those scenes were not in that Justice League movie. So you coming out of that movie going, yeah, this is not. And then obviously we find out later that that's not the movie we wanted. So fans realize this. By the way, just one caveat. There are people who love that Josh Whedon Justice League movie. And the funny thing is 90-some% of them are all Marvel fans. And because if you watch that Josh Whedon version of the Justice League, it looks like a Marvel movie. From a lot of really misplaced humor from a DC standpoint, but Marvel incorporates a lot of humor in their movies, especially the superhero movies, right? You could tell, certain one-liners that you would never hear in DC. So you could tell, but there are people, and I've never actually talked about it, there are people who actually liked that version of the Justice League. But again, if you track how or where they align, majority of them are Marvel fans, because if you watch that movie, you can absolutely tell this is a Marvel movie turned DC. You know what I mean? Just because of how it was written, how it was directed, how everything, even visually, all of it. Dialogue also. But anyway, so fans catch something when they can tell, yeah, something is off here. So Captain America Brave New World, unfortunately, people caught on to that. And Yeah, Marvel is struggling right now. I mean, they're doing everything that they can to push it, to market it. Now, again, I'm not going to call it a flop just yet. You know, it's too early to do that. But again, if you're looking at previous examples, because sometimes all you got to do is just look at history, revisionist history, right? It doesn't bode well for this movie, which is kind of sad because, you know, again, some people were saying it's the fact that they had Anthony Mackie as Captain America. In the comics, he does become Captain America, right? Nobody had a problem with that. Nobody had a problem when Cap gave him his shield at the end of Endgame. You know, so I don't, that can't be to me because he actually pulled off a really cool Captain America. I liked his suit. I like the fact that they incorporated some vibranium technology from the Wakanda. Like there's, you know what I mean? I mean, his sidekick, you could say, well, you know, it was kind of annoying sometimes because, you know, he talked a lot. But I enjoyed that those two working alongside each other. It was fun because obviously Anthony Mackie is way more serious. This dude is way more relaxed and comical, and you know, so you can kind of see that they work well together. You can understand why the director wanted these two to work together, right? So I honestly, like I said, I gave it a 4 out of 5 just because it was a decent movie. But like I said, everything that I mentioned as far as what I felt, it seems like everybody felt. Everybody feels like they left a lot, especially since we know they had tons and tons of reshoots. This movie should have been at least 2 hours and 45 minutes. So there's literally 45 to 50 minutes that we, because I think it would have told a really nice connecting story from every, because again, they're using this to usher this new universe that they're working on, right? The multiverse saga, rather, right? So they should have, again, what I should have, could have, but the box office doesn't lie. Numbers don't lie. Your fan base, yeah. Anyway, I'll still tell you to go see it, but if you're a true diehard Marvel fan and you've obviously heard all the stuff, chances are you won't go see it because you're not really confident you're going to see a good product. But I'm telling you, it is a decent movie, but you're also going to leave going, yeah, I feel like there should have been more. Anyway, that's just an update from Marvel Sphere. Let me know what you think in the comments. Did you watch the movie? Let me know. Let me know if you liked it. But anyway, I'll catch you on the next episode. Peace.